It's totally turned his life upside down. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, our final segment and more of your questions for Tony Nastasi. I'm George Knapp on Coast to Coast AM. Welcome back to Coast AM, everyone. We have a few minutes left with our guest, the mob associate formerly known as Tony Nastasi, and we're going back to the phones. Our first-time caller list, Jim, south of the border. Where are you? Jim?
Hey, this is Jimmy. Hey, I'm in Rosarito, in Baja.
Okay, what's on your mind?
Okay, hey, I got a question for Tony here. How you doing, Tony?
How are you?
All right. Hey, with that one call girl that Spitzer was going out with, I read on a website, crispy.org with an E, that that she was recruited, that she was forcefully recruited as a call girl, and that she grew up and that the mob guys look for girls that are in broken homes and get these girls to work as call girls because they like after the like we got a rogue mafia here, the family court judges, and they go and break up these homes, and then it makes it easier for these girls to get recruited in because dad's been out of the house, they never see the dad or anything. So what is this thing? Is this what is really going on, or how do you see it, Tony?
Well, how I see it with Miss Dupree, okay, is that she was not forced. Okay, I know that for a fact. All right, she worked for a guy who I happen to know who was busted in 2004. She started working for him first. In fact, he happened to be on the news just the other day telling the story. Okay, he did approach her, okay, and ask her if she wanted to work. He gave her his card, and she called. She came to him of her own free will. All right, and then there's a perfect example of a girl who was actually trying to use this as a stepping stone. She was trying to promote a singing career, from what I understand, okay, and trying to use this as a stepping stone. She had wanted no part of this, believe me, I'm sure of that. In fact, what I understand is she didn't even know that she was seeing the governor in New York when she saw him. Didn't even know who he was, okay, just a client. And she was pretty much using this business as a stepping stone. She's she's not what I'd refer to as a career working girl. She's 22 years old, and she was trying to promote a singing career. Now, I don't know, I have my qualms about whether this is going to help her or not in that venue, a singer being the next working girl. I don't know if that's going to help her, but I know Larry Flint has already made her an offer, so maybe she should take it. So.
Thanks for that call, Jim. Tony, in general, though, the premise that he had there, that girls end up in this business, in that business that you used to be involved in, because they come from broken homes and bad situations. That's.
You'll find that a lot of these girls do have issues. Yes, I agree with you. There are girls out there, right, that have too many issues. You're not going to cure them. It's like a cancer. It's incurable. They're going to be what they are. They're going to be what they are forever. But there are the ones that have gone out there. I mean, I've met them. I know them. And they've gone out there and they've used this as a medium just to get to where they want to get, to their goal in life. All right?
Any other perspective on the Emperor Room and Elliot Spitzer and all that stuff from where you sit? How do you see that whole story?
Well, Elliot Spitzer came after me. He was going to be the new Thomas E. Dewey. And he came after me, and, he was, moralistically, he was high up there on the ladder and was against prostitution and against this and against everything. And, everybody likes to see the tormented. I guess I like to, too. I guess I'm glad that this came to light in a way, But one thing I can say I never was a hypocrite. I knew what I was, and I know what I am, and I don't deny it. It's the guys like him that disgust me, that don't, that hide behind their public office and then run around like the way they do, and guys that that steal and carry badges too. Same principle.
Tell me this: when you were in that business, did you have politicians as customers, police, federal folks?
Absolutely, judges, family court judges, district court judges, high-profile attorneys. party for the DA in Queens.
I'm sure they're pleased to hear that on the radio.
Well, they can hear what they want. They know it's true. I mean, they know who I'm talking about. And it's no longer the DA anymore, but this was back in the day, and they know.
All right, we're going to go back to the phone. Our wild card line, John in New Mexico. Good morning, John.
Hey, Tony, you know the difference between the government and the mafia?
I don't know. Is this a joke, John? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a joke, but it's true. One's legal, one's illegal. You figure out which one.
Well, I gave up.
They all collect taxes. They all take things from against your will. They all got their judges and their thieves and their murderers. They're the same thing, except for, like I said, one's on top, one's on the bottom.
Well, all I can say is, John, there are no white hats and there are no black hats. Everything's pretty gray to me. So,
Thanks, John. That was a cool call there. Wild card line, Leo in Fort Worth, Texas. Good morning, Leo.
Hey, thanks for taking the call. A really great show, and I was sitting here listening to it, and just the details of how you don't seem starstruck, and just the way that you describe things and everything, are just got me to thinking. And I was thinking about how, there's like this idea out there that people that live your type of lifestyle, Tony, that come from where you came from and experience what you do through in your shoes, kind of look out at the rest of us here in the world, and maybe some of us that try to play by the rules, or nobody's perfect, but and there's like this idea that there's this veil over our eyes. You guys see things a lot more clear how they really work, and I kind of would be interested in hearing you elaborate on that, and kind of what are some things from your perspective come from where you've come from that we should see that we don't, because we're just too busy trying to work and pay our taxes and all of this stuff. I mean, I really would be interested in hearing some of your thoughts on that.
Thanks, Leo. Thanks for that question. Tony?
All right, Leo, I guess what you want to know is if connected guys, how they look at the rest of the public that are supposed to be honest and everything else.
I think Leo's gone there, Tony, so yeah.
The attitude of them is that you're a bunch of jerks. I mean, that's not my particular attitude right now. I'm just giving you an overall that the working stiff is a moron, Why work, I mean, it's not yours if you don't take it, and that's the way they think, They don't work for nothing. There are guys out there that never worked a day in their life. They wouldn't know what a callus looked like. I mean, and they think that anybody that swings a pick or that works at jackhammer or works in an office, they're just they're what they call the square people. They don't know what's going on. They're oblivious to what's going on around them. And they're pigeons to these guys. They're there to be taken. They can't be conned out of or sucked in. How many legitimate businesses got involved with these guys and got busted out and got destroyed, got eaten up? I mean, that's what they think he is. Yeah, that's what the mob thinks. The mob, the connected guys out there, the straightened out guys, that's what they think.
Okay. Thanks for that call, Leo. And we're going to our wild card line, Huey in Queens. This sounds like my call from back in your neck of the woods, Tony. Huey, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I just got two quick questions. In what part in the mob do you think that the mob has done the most damage as far as America's society? The most damage and most influence?
In what areas?
Total, because you had the taxes with the they always everything that you do in New York City, especially, that the mob has a little hand in, or used to have a hand in, putting up a building, taxing on your gas and whatnot. What in what part?
Not to mention the garbage industry. I mean,
exactly. I mean, what's the most damage that the mob has done to the American society, and where's the biggest influence?
Well, I mean, there's that old story that everything that they do that the general public winds up paying for in one way or another.